Yes,
the live
recording is in
stream as well.
progress. Recording is in progress.
So again, good evening, everyone. And I'm really glad to be all together today in meeting to discuss a lot of important issues and our next step regarding the conference and many other future plans for our work in Global Women Development Network and the CDF Foundation and the American International Education Federation. Me here, Dr. Tamara Arkeolagasti, as a chairwoman for Global Development Women Network and the president of American International Education Federation. I want to express my happiness having such a working together. And I will start by Mariam Khan, where I want really to thank her for all her efforts and all what she's been doing for not only our network, it's also for serving and developing the communities. As well as I want to thank Prince Andrew for all his efforts, Princess Chipi, and the rest of the team, of course, all by their names. I don't want to forget any other name, and our partners, our ambassadors, our board of directors, everybody here. Thank you so much for being here, for joining hands together to start our development to have our or better world. So I will start by talking about today our main goal and what we looking to do, what we've been doing, and what's the next steps in the strategy, our conference, our global grand project, our network and the organizations, partners, many things, and the expectations, the goals that we want to achieve through the conference. So it's many issues here. We need to discuss it today, and we want also to discuss the team formation. So we're gonna go with all the points, and we're gonna start with the key point, which is our goal, our mission, our vision, just to make it clear again in front of everybody to be organized. So our main goal is to have a better world, as all you know, through working on a comprehensive and global development strategy and advancing the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, which are focused on poverty, reduce inequality, gender equality, and build on the 2030 agenda, which is achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. That will be through the Global Grand Project, Shaping Our Future Together. And I believe in our last meeting, I talked a lot about shaping our future together. It's the Global Grand Project, and we're gonna talk even more today. But in general, it's a Global Grand Project where it's all about unity. We need all to be united, our strength in unity, and to join hands together to start the development process globally to have a better world and to face all the challenges that our world are facing, from health to education, to even security, to technology, to agriculture, to investment, all the fields. So as all know, the Sustainable Development Goals, officially known as Transforming Our World, the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, it's a set of 17 goals set up by the United Nations, and we are working in our Shaping Our Future project on all the 17 goals through our strategy and plan. Again, we are working on all the 17 goals. We are here to develop the communities around the globe. All communities, we're here to serve communities, to have a better world. So through our strategies and plans, especially goal number 17, we are talking here in particular about goal number 17, which is strengthen the means of implementation and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. It's about sharing all the efforts and the implementation and work together from all the organizations to achieve the sustainable development goals. That's why this goal, this number 17 from SDGs, is very, very important in particular. And our target is the sustainable development and a better future for future generations and a better world. Again, it's a sustainable development and a better future for future generations and a better world. Our strategy is based on the concept of sustainable development with the aim of improving the quality of life of people at the present time without reduce to the rights and future of future generations in a better life. Therefore, the strategy includes the basic dimensions of sustainable development, which are the economic, social, and environmental dimensions. We have huge progress in this project, which is shaping our future together. Many organizations and associations, huge, high-profile, tremendous number, and individuals joined the project. And I would like to mention again here that Global Women Development Network is one of the main partners in this project, where we are working on Sustainable Development Goals number 4 and 5 in particular in our network. So again, to make it clear, in our global project, we are working in all Sustainable Development Goals, and in particular number 17. In a Global Women Development Network, which is part of the huge project and the global project, and its main partner here, we are working in a goal number 4, goal number 5, goal number 17. Goal number 4 is quality education. Goal number 5, it's about gender equality. And goal number 17 is about unity, I would say, and working together as organizations and individuals to achieve all the sustainable development goals. As a Global Women's Development Network, I'm going to talk now about our network, which is one of the partners here on shaping and establishing our conference. American International Education Federation, CDF, and our network. Beside, I want to mention the the Security Council and International Forces for Development and Peace is the party that from the beginning organized and established the huge project with the American International Education Project, which is shaping our future together. So I want to put you in a picture and to know all the sequence from the beginning, from the top all the way, and to make it gradually to know what exactly we've been doing and what's going to be happening in the future, and what's the sequence of the organizations and who established who and what to do. As a Global Women's Development Network leadership here, we aim to invest in women's education to empower women and providing them with social and economic skills to transform their own lives and build sustainable economics and societies. Women pass their knowledge to communities around them, creating more opportunities by women for women, and support the world where every woman's voice, role, and contribution are visible and valued. So I believe everybody here knows what's the Global Women Development Network and why it's been established and where is it exactly. It's an organization in the United States of America, and this is our goals and our vision. Again, just to make things clear one more time, because after this meeting, I believe we're going to be ready in implementation and execution process. Okay, so it's been a while. We're planning and talking and informing everybody about exactly the plans and visions and goals. The Global Women Development Network emphasizes on the empowerment and connection of women locally and globally by building women's capacity, acting as a promoter for change and leading the way to nonviolent, socially, economically healthy and diverse society. So GWDN supports Sustainable Development Goal number 5, which is gender equality. I talked about this earlier, and strive to create a future in which all women will be viewed and treated equally as men in all aspects of life, in civil, political, economic, social, and cultural. Our vision is that all women become self-sustaining and remain well recognized in their community, well respected and truly empowered, and become leaders. We will also continue our roles as advocates of women's rights, promoters of women capacities, and driving force of social change. So by this, I believe you had a good idea about the sequence, the organization, the founders, and what we've been doing. And it's all connected to the global huge project or grand project, which is shaping our future together. And Global Women Development Network as a part of this project, and then who's the founders of this project and the Global Women Development Network. And from here, you know about the conference, which is the International Women's Day conference that we held earlier last March and 2020. Many of you were participating in this conference. So today, what's gonna be happening, it's gonna be a comparison about what we accomplished and what still need to be accomplished in our next conference, which is gonna be 2022. So on March. So I'm gonna start talking about the main task and vision and goals for the last conference. And I'm gonna say the first version of the conference, because we're gonna have the second, and it's gonna be obviously every year. So there are gonna be missions and tasks and goal for each year according to the timeline and stages we're gonna create for suitable for the suitable timing and all the circumstances that is going to be in the future. So during these stages and phases, we're going to be working through our team and dividing our team accordingly in terms of their background, skills, organization, and what they are able to do. It's about our team formation. That's why we're going to start now with talking about our conference and what's been accomplished, and to compare with whatever we're looking for with the next version of this conference. So the theme in conference, it was, and it's gonna be women in leadership, as all of you know. So today we're gonna talk about the vision, which is gonna be the vision, but it's gonna be more or less, we're gonna add more key points about what's going to be accomplished and what's the vision and the mission. So it's all about creating a thriving grassroots community through women's development for better jobs, safe workplaces, education, food, health, and cultural pride. So officially, this is the mission that we announced in last March. And we talked about celebrate women's achievement at all levels, raise awareness about women's equality, women in the workforce for workforce development, and the women entrepreneurs can access capital, markets, and network, enabled in the economy, and remove restrictive legal and cultural barriers, and fundraise for female-focused charities. So basically, I just set the goals and the mission. So let's talk about the outcomes that were expected from that conference. Is the decision-making power in women, control over productive economy, and also control over the use and of income, social capital, and leadership in community, access to use of technology and business, understand human rights or women rights especially. So I believe everybody read those goals and outcomes, and everybody knows what's been accomplished for the last March, let's say. So why I'm mentioning all these points again today and bringing here, because we want to make a comparison, and we're gonna compare about what we want to do in next March. So it's gonna be about first emphasizing about what's been accomplished and make it like the foundation to start with our new plans. Our new plans, we're gonna have a presentation and talking about it. But first of all, here everybody knows that we had agendas, and we had last March also themes, and we had an agenda that we've been working for the conference. Through the agenda, we had a particular subject for every day, and it's been around a week. And every day we talked about a particular area where we want to empower and strengthen the woman. So March 3rd, it was exploring history and the strengthening future. And March 2nd, it was about addressing conventional future, and I'm not going to talk about the dates. We also mentioned the third day, women innovation and technology, other day ensuring women's rights and empowering rural economy, and also discovered the real value of empowerment by innovating women in agriculture and women in trade and marketing globally. So we have 6 main subjects here as an agendas, and also last conference or last March we had a targeted domains, which is business and entrepreneurship, IT, high tech, also skills and livelihood, food and agriculture, health and well-being, women rights, trade and marketing, safety and security, environment and climate action, print and electronic media. So today we are here to also discuss the team formation. As you know, Mariam, earlier, for all the groups, through the groups, we sent the categories that everybody from you were able to choose the category that suits her skills, ability, background, education, her work. We want to make sure to put everybody, situate everybody in the right place, right spot, where they will be able to give, to help, to add. So that's why we gave you the choice to choose your category. And it's not only about the category, also you're gonna choose your place and how we can situate you through the domains and the themes, through the domains and the themes. So I talked about the domains, I talked about the themes. I hope that now, after I finish today, every member here, every party or organization, partner, team member, willing to add and start in the implementation process officially, and it's going to be reality anytime soon, in a very near future. So to choose her area, to choose his area, where they will be able to add, to help to develop. This is a development process, a global development process in all areas. And for this conference, we're talking about women empowerment. So we've been talking about the domains and the themes. And I want everybody today to make sure, from not only his category, as in general we mentioned in the group, it's now we're talking about more in detail about the subject underneath each category. For example, for community development or serving community, we have many themes here. For agriculture, we have also themes in particular talking about that. So by this, I believe we're going to be very, very organized in terms of giving the roles in this conference for everybody to know exactly what they can do and how to move and proceed further. So as all you know, many countries, women's leadership joined hands in an International Women's Day conference in March, and our target as well here from all the members. We have from next March, during the conference, we want to make sure that we have more partnership, more participants, either individuals or organizations or high profiles or government. We are all opening the doors for everybody who are able to add. So whoever has the ability and the skills to make this conference spread widely, globally, and make it more known, more famous, where everybody will join hands and help in the process of development, you are more than welcome. So we're looking for more participants, more countries. As you know, for last March, we had over 17 countries. This conference, we have a target of countries, we have a target of speakers, we have a target of partnership. So all of that, we're gonna discuss it through this meeting, and I hope after the meeting, everybody will recognize exactly which area they will be able to work with us. And after that, we're gonna have another conference where we're gonna start giving all the duties and the roles officially. So we want also here to mention that in last March, we really emphasize on women's leadership. We want to bring more women in leadership, practitioners, consultants, and academic gender development experts specialized in women's rights issues. Extract the idea from International Women's Day Conference. So it's all the same thing. If you want to compare about the last accomplishment and what's going to be accomplished in next March. So this is one of the most important area as well to be mentioned. So in general, as to conclude everything today, we want to make sure that everybody knows their role. And not only as in general, or we're talking about categories, we want to make sure that they know the subject that they will choose to be participating or to have the official role with us in this conference, to be more organized and to start right away to give the official roles and the designations for the conference as well. It's not only about the implementation. So we've been talking also about women's business at large scale, sustainable development, women in agriculture. It's been also addressed through all the themes and the points that I mentioned earlier. So our strategy and our vision for 2030, I just want everybody also to know what is it about. It aims to build an ambitious development process for a developed and prosperous world by maximizing the use of the competitive components and advantages of the economy and achieving geographically, sectorally, and environmentally balanced economic growth by achieving inclusive growth that does not wait for the poor to reap its fruits after its occurrence, but rather the growth that it coincides with achieving the goals of social justice and balanced growth between different classes and regions, and its positive effects extend to all spectrums of society and all over the world. Shaping Our Future Together project is a globally grand project with people's unity and efforts around the world to build a better future. People working in all fields, including peace, security, human rights, humanitarian aid, sustainable development, education, economy, health, and international law, etc. This will create a more equal, peaceful, prosperous, and sustainable world. Shaping Our Future project is a global project with unlimited ranges, budget, efforts, work time, and endless project initiatives and programs. So I hope everybody took a good idea about the main vision here and what we are exactly looking for from this meeting and what's going to be the next step. Thank you for listening, and looking forward to hear from everybody here today about their role and what's their interest and how they will add a value to our network. And also I would like today to welcome our new members. I would start with Mariam Al-Sharif. She's the president of the Alliance Women in Sudan. It's Alliance Women Movement in Sudan, and she's a very productive woman, and we're all proud of all her efforts and achievements. Also, I would like to welcome Suraya from India. She's a professor and she's just joined our network. And of course, everybody knows Kolshan from Iraq. She is back. She was kind of busy. She's running for the election in Iraq. So, and also I would like to welcome our members who joined us recently, and we welcomed them in the last meeting. And also I would I would really express my happiness again of all the existing team member, ambassadors and board of directors in all areas, our partners who really joined us and willing to help and to join hands to have a better world and to face all the challenges that we have. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this wonderful details of the previous conference, current conference, or GWD, and so many other initiatives that you have gracefully explained to everyone, especially for the new members. This is a very detailed review for all of you because a few members are joined us first day. And I think so after Dr. Tamara's detailed review of our initiative, now you will be able to understand the concept of our initiatives and rest of the work like we are going to continue this in this meeting. So now we are moving towards the short introduction of each member. This introduction will be cover your name, your organization, and your value addition towards international conference as a main organizer, because this is the meetup of the main organizers, and all these main organizers are most welcome to share their capacities, capabilities, expertise, which they can add in this conference. So we are going to start with our very senior member, Princess Epi. Princess Epi, we are going to start from you, and then one by one, every member can introduce themselves. And we have 2 minutes for each member, and I think so we can follow the time as well. That's why we have covered the other agenda points. Thank you so much. And Princess Epi, this is over to you.
Thank you so much. Greetings to everybody. Greetings, Dr. Tamara. Greetings, Madam Miriam, President Miriam. Greetings to all our leadership, everyone who is here, all protocol observed. This is Princess Tepi. I'm covering South Africa, and also I would like to say the continent at large in Africa. That's how passionate I am about my continent. I am the ambassador for 2021 to 2022. I'm looking forward to handing over my crown next year, and I'm hoping that is to a gentleman. And also looking forward to today as we are moving forward, and I'm looking forward to a whole marketing campaign, because I think that's where I'm going to be very much instrumental in as an ambassador. I am the founder and the executive chairperson of Future Lift Foundation, which is the nonprofit making foundation where we are working with rural women. Some they will say it is the grassroots rural women and youth in community development. I think that's far. Thank you very much, Miriam. My 2 minutes is up.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would like to invite Ma'am Jonkar. Please introduce yourself.
Great, thank you everyone. Hello, hello. I'm so happy to be on this call, and great organization. And Miriam, I have to say thank you for having organized the first one. You would not take no for an answer no matter what happened. You just went ahead and did it. And I think that it was so inspiring, and I think it was a huge success, and why we're here today. So my name is Joan Kerr. My organization is the Foundation for Building Sustainable Communities, which was incorporated in 2003 to look at solving problems on a long-term basis. Many not-for-profits in Canada, I'm sure worldwide, look at solutions that were short-term, year to year for annual reporting, but we had an organization that would look at very long-term engagement and education. And the pandemic has brought around a whole other sort of like look at other solutions and ways of taking our experience and using that. So that's what we're in the midst of doing. In terms of value, I have been involved in the international technology humanitarian conferences for the Institute of Engineers in 3 different conferences. I was one of the organizers. Also in that conference is a professional organization. So I also did assessment of papers from a humanitarian point of view, not from a technology point of view. So in that sense, I've organized one example of organizing international conference. But I think what my value is that I myself have been involved in I've run a women's resource center for business and personal development. I've run a not-for-profit that taught tradespeople how to use environmental techniques. And this is back in 1991, just to give a sphere. Today, I'm taking a lot of that information and really building collaborations and coalitions to come up with more substantial solutions, working with groups such as the last working
Joan,
like
unmute
with
yourself. Thank you.
sorry, working with Jenny and Prince Andrew and stuff like that. So looking at how best to, instead of us as an organization doing it, how can we incorporate others? I would like to say that when I was given the choice of what to be involved with, I couldn't choose one because I've done a lot of business. I've been a businesswoman since 1979. That's my personal consulting business, and also done it on a mission-driven way as well. I've been involved in the environment and agriculture for the last 17 years. I ran a 6-acre garden, and I'm also in technology because I'm involved with the Institute for Engineers. So, you know, I think they all sort of integrate, and so it was difficult to choose. So I'm looking forward to working probably in agriculture, but with anyone and everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And now I'm going to invite Mr. Haider Bhagwan. So, sir, kindly unmute yourself and introduce your work. Kindly unmute yourself.
I have something because I haven't no more time. First, in Iraq, it's very hot. It's 40 centigrade. For that, I will need only to talk because I have in my organization 700 women. I told all, please come to the conference and talk what your problem. Over the world, I have women's and I have big hi to Mrs. Mariam Khan and my daughter. I called her my daughter, Dr. Tamara, and others. And I am very happy to be with you in this conference. Man, only I need something. What? In Arab countries, we have only one thing, our problems. We have, I'm not holding with all, only I give my opinion. My opinion, not all giving the justice of women. Only some making problems to the women on the media, making the world like in Arabic or Muslim countries, there is no justice with women. And second thing, second conference, I will talk to the 700 women. I will talk with them. I will tell them if any one of them, they must, one of them come to be in conference. Not me, I am man. It's already I will say the man is making justing and giving the woman orders and what she need and what she do. No, that's the right. That's the that's the truth. But women must take, must talk. One thing I need to tell you. My woman, like queen, she now standing. We have my mobile. She telling me, okay, your time right. Go to swim. So it's very hot in here. And thank you very much. My best regards to all. Haydar, Allah verdi Bhagwan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And all your 700 women are most welcome.
Standing here. She's standing here waiting me.
Okay. And all your 700 women are most welcome in the conference, or you can share your components, and you can share the subject area on which you are working with the 700 women, and we will definitely incorporate in the agenda of the main conference of 2022. And you are most welcome with your network.
Dr. Mariam, Dr. Tamara, she know we have Gulshan, but she not come. But and she not know to talk in English. That's her problem. But I will check all of them who can talk in English. I will put power press here to her with you. In second conference.
I think so, sir. The talk in the English or talk in the Arabic, we have the translators with us in the conference. We don't have any issue. If you have speakers in the Arabic, English, or something like this, or any languages, we have at least 5 to 6 translators with us in the upcoming
any
conference.
Language?
Yes.
Okay. Ben Türkçe biliyorum. Türkçe konuşuyorum. Kimse burada Türkçe bilen var mı?
I'm not the translator, but we can hire the translators.
Turkish, in Turkish language.
Yeah. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. And now I'm going to request.
بقدر أتكلم بالعربي. And I know France and I know Kurdish. من أذانم بكردي قصة كم.
Okay, I think so. In this regard. Okay, thank you, sir.
This woman standing behind the mobile, she calling me.
Okay. Okay, I think so.
I kidding, huh? No, I kidding, only for laugh.
Okay, no problem, sir. No problem. Now I'm going to request Ms. Bunny Bola, kindly unmute yourself and introduce on this network.
Greetings, Dr. Tamara, Miriam, and all our sisters and brothers as leaders for this special meeting today. My name is Bunny Bula. I am a board member from Global Peace Let's Talk. And also I am the chapter chair for the youth and tourism chapters. My value that I think that I can bring through to the conference is, my focus is very much on rural sustainable tourism development with route development so that the locals can benefit a lot. And also I'm very involved in Tourism Training Academy. My organization is African Link Tourism. And in terms of the youth sector, I am the founder of the Mandela Youth Leadership Summit in South Africa. So these are the values that I can bring through to the conference. Thank you. I think my 2 minutes are up.
Thank you, Bunny. And I think so we have discussed earlier as well about the tourism. And I think so in upcoming conference, one day, like the previous themes as well, we can set a theme on the local tourism, international tourism, or even global tourism for women, for youth, or even for the grassroots also. So I think so, because in these meetings, we are our observers and our internees are also in process of compiling agenda, one by one for the upcoming conference. So I think so we can take this point from now onwards about the tourism, because in the previous year, like in the current year, in our first conference, this was not in our under discussion. But now we can take this on a special component of one-day conference. We are taking so many other new components as well, so we can add this one. So thank you so much. I think so to add this a new line of action for us and for the conference. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
And now,
Mariam.
thank you. And now I'm going to invite Syed Iftikhar Hussain Shasa. This is the person which is the head of Food and Agriculture Program here in Pakistan with Community Development Foundation and Global Women's Development Network. Sir, I would like to invite you to introduce yourself and the value addition in the upcoming services, especially regarding agriculture and food security.
Good evening, everybody. Chairman Dr. Tamara, Mariam, and all our honorable guests attending on board at this time in this session, which is our pre-preparatory session for the conference. I welcome every honorable member on board. And myself, my introduction is, I am Dr. Syed Iftikhar Hussain, and I am Senior Vice President for AGRIBITE Pakistan. AGRIBITE Pakistan is our organization working in Pakistan for the benefit and for the prosperity of local farmers, small farmers. And we are providing the services for economical and potential agri-zones and mechanize the system, and for the providing the on-site processing units to produce the value addition products for the market, so that the small farmer had a good access directly to the market. The middleman role, we are minimizing the middleman's role, so the maximum profit goes to the farmers. And we are also introducing the permaculture and peri-urban agriculture on the sustainable development goals, which President Dr. Tamara has just knocking that door. So as far as my services are concerned with you in this conference, whatsoever the powers or responsibilities will be dedicated to me, I will perform the best in the agriculture division and agriculture domain for this conference. And whatsoever the responsibilities the management will give me, I will try my best to deliver the maximum knowledge and experience which I have. For the purpose of this conference, we can go further, because I have attended the previous sessions also, but we should take into consideration the cosmetology also, because if you're going to the agriculture, cosmetology has a big passion in the future. I think that it is $1 billion market, and as far as because this domain is purely related to the woman, and this is this is a conscious chapter for the woman. So in the agriculture in Pakistan, we have started a new domain that we are producing the organic cosmetic products, so that the synthetic harmful components and which are not so beneficial for the health and of the skin, when you will use that organic components, it will give the good reflection and good tender skin for the woman and also for the men and the kids. So in the coming conference, we will have presentations on all the aspects of agriculture, which the conference will give us as per their agenda. And thank you very much from this session, and thank you very much, Mariam Khan, for giving me time. And we are waiting for all the responsibilities and tasks which you will hand over to me for the services for this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Now I would like to request Lucia from Indonesia with us. Lucia is joining us from the media and marketing team as well. Lucia, kindly unmute yourself and introduce your work for the network for upcoming conference.
Hello, good evening, good morning.
Good evening.
Greetings to Dr. Tamara and greetings to Mariam Khan and greetings to all the participants here. Very happy to be here. My name is Lucia Siregar. I'm from Indonesia and currently working with Google Indonesia as a facilitator, which is a Google Initiative project. Its aim is Women Will. So Women Will aim is to educate women in information technology, how to implement the information technology to improve their dependence and welfare, and to be more prosperity in family. And my job is to train women in the IT field and as much as possible to improve family welfare. Besides that, I also founded Credit Indonesia, which aims to improve knowledge, skills, and the future of the youth in Indonesia in the IT field. I am very happy to be among you in this community, and hopefully all the work programs that have been arranged can run smoothly and give positive impacts, not only for women in this globe, but for all members in this community. And this is not an easy job, but with cooperation, anything can be happen and can be achieved. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Over to you, Mariam Khan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lucia. And now I'm going to request our one of the Dr. Bisma. Dr. Bisma, kindly unmute yourself, and thanks for joining us. And kindly add your words for today's meeting and also your work for this upcoming conference.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أسعد الله مساءكم بكل خير. Good evening for all. So sorry, I speak with Arabic, okay? No problem. So شكرا على الدعوة الكريمة لحضور هذا الاجتماع. أمتم مساء وبارك الله في جهودكم جميعا. حقيقة كل المحاور اللي نتناولها اليوم هي في غاية الأهمية. أحب أن أتكلم في المحور الثاني والثالث الذي يتكلم عن التعليم من أجل أهداف التنمية المستدامة. فنحن جميعا الآن يعني أمام ما نواجهه من تحديات أصبح لزاما علينا أن نغير في طريقة التفكير التي نتبعها، لأن تحقيق التنمية المستدامة لا يمكن أن يتم فقط من خلال الحلول التكنولوجية أو الأنظمة السياسية وغيرها. فنحن بحاجة إلى تغيير طريقة تفكيرنا وعملنا، الأمر الذي يفرض توفير نوعية معينة من التعليم والتعلم من أجل التنمية المستدامة، سواء على مستوى المرأة أو حتى على مستوى الناشئة والمجتمع بجميع مستوياته. ونحن إن شاء الله معا يعني وبهذه الجهود المباركة من جميع السيدات والرجال المتواجدين معنا سنستطيع أن نواجه أي تحدي في نظرة استباقية للمستقبل تجعلنا أمام مواجهة بناءة وخلاقة في إنشاء مجتمعات أكثر استدامة وأكثر سهولة وتكيف مع المتغيرات الحالية. أتمنى لكم كل التوفيق فيما تقومون به على كافة مستويات وفي كل الدول. شكرا للجميع. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Dr. Tamara, kindly, if you can just share the summary of this conversation with us for the members? Okay, I think so. Dr. Tamara is not right now with us. Now we are going to request our very respected members, Member Madam Surya Banu from India. Madam, kindly unmute yourself. First of all, welcome on the network and welcome in this first meetup. And kindly introduce yourself, introduce your work, and introduce the value which you can add in this upcoming conference for us.
Thank you, madam. Thank you a lot, giving me such a beautiful, great opportunity to join with all of you. Thank you. I, Dr. Surya Banu. I am from Chhattisgarh state, India. I am working as an assistant professor in computer science field since last 29 years. And as a educationalist, I am also working as social activist, as International Peace Ambassador Global India, and I am associated with the 51st International National Society. Actually, I am working individual as a social activist. I haven't my own NGO yet, but I am associated with all of you. And recently, as Madam has told, from Jaipur, Rajasthan, India, I have adopted a girl student because being an International Peace Ambassador, we are registered under United Nations and working on Sustainable Development Goal. And goal number 4 state as education. And goal number 5 is gender equality. So that I have decided to, because this pandemic situation, when we are associated with on a virtual platform, we all together connected on a virtual platform, but India is a land of village. More than 65% population of India lives in village. So the students of our colleges belongs to more than 65% students belongs to rural areas. Their parents have lost their job. They haven't sufficient money. They can't pay fee. They can't afford equipments. And due to low networking, it is very difficult to connect them in virtual platform. And it is very difficult for rural areas students to continue their study digitally. So that I decided to adopt a girl student for her lifelong educational responsibility and trying to do, because I am also an orphan and single, unmarried. That's why my aim is to help orphan and needy girls, women. That's what I am doing like this. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Surya Banu, for your great contribution in education, especially for the girls. And I think so, either you are not having any organization, but your work is more powerful for this network, and you can guide us in so many, platforms or events by your own experience. So most welcome in this network. And I think so we can learn a lot from your side as well. So now I'm going to invite Dr. Kelvin Morgan. Dr. Kelvin, kindly unmute yourself and share your views about the upcoming conference, because you joined us as a main organizer also from African Youth Foundation.
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Mariam and Dr. Tamara. Yeah, we have a lot that we are doing. I think you can see I've been showing you some of them to empower the widows, the children, the youth, which we are ongoing, which we have been meeting a lot of kings, queens to talk. Even tomorrow, we are still going to another places because we did Ghana own and now we are in Nigeria with Madam Nkiru. So she will take off from here because I'm in her country. She is the one in charge now. So Madam Nkiru will take place.
Yes, please. Ma'am, kindly unmute yourself and introduce both of you collectively.
Okay, unmute yourself on your phone. Okay, she's going to talk on her phone. Okay.
Okay. Unmute yourself, please.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
My name is Kiru Kaduru from Nigeria, the founder of United Businesswomen Association of Nigeria and Diaspora, and also the founder of United Widows Foundation. I thank God for everything. I also thank God for my sisters, Tamara and Filian. They are really a strong women because the strength they are giving us in Nigeria is making us go far. So I really appreciate them. And I also appreciate all the team members that are doing everything for humanity. After their encouragement and advice, we have to pick up to come down from Ghana to Nigeria and start work immediately. So there are a lot of people that are suffering in Nigeria, especially the widows. We went to tour yesterday and we really cried there because so many people, if you see the kind of place they are living, you will never believe that somebody can be in that house with the children. So we feel so bad. When we are talking of the yesterday old, when we went to there, we find out that today is even worse than yesterday. People are suffering, especially the poor widows. In Nigeria, nobody cares about them. They are on their own. I am a partaker of it because I'm a widow. I know what I passed through before I pick up courage and say, no, enough is enough. We need to do something concerning the widows. And I am very happy that a lot of strong women in Nigeria, we have joined together to make sure that widows have their voice in Nigeria. So I am so worried what we saw yesterday and today. Even tomorrow, we are going to Imo State. Next tomorrow, we are going to Enugu State. We really want to see it all, to know where we will start to help our sisters. So many people don't have voice again because of what they are passing through. But what we did yesterday and today, their prayers will go far because some of them, they hold us and they say that the only hope they have in this life is us. That for one day since their husband died, nobody has asked them how far, talk less of asking them how is their family. That we are the first people that are doing that. So they prayed for us and said that let God help us to fulfill their dreams so that they will be happy like others. In terms of children's own, I don't know where to start because when you go to Nigeria, lots of children are on the street with their families. So many families don't have homes. And even the place they will accommodate them, you will not be happy if you go there. Even next week, Sunday now, we are preparing to launch another vision for children so that we will give them hope. These children are the future of tomorrow. So I don't know where to start. Nigeria, there is a lot of things to put in order. When you go out there, you will see that people are suffering. People are suffering, especially in Nigeria. And you will see all these women. In the morning, they will be laughing with you. You will never know that they are passing all that through. I was shocked, even the ones that are working in our skill accusation, coming there to learn free of charge. You will see them laughing. But when I went to their house today, I said, what? Is this where you are coming out from? You will never know that somebody lives there. But they are still smiling. In the night, they will be crying.
Yeah, I think that is very sad news, Star Lady. And as we have said, that today is just the
I feel
introductions,
so
but
bad.
we
I feel so
will
bad.
be working
May God
together.
help
So
sisters. We can.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let us.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And definitely we will listen you in our further sessions as well, because today is the introductory sessions. So we have specific time for each person. And now I'm going to move towards our very beloved colleague, Jenny Geriton. Jenny, kindly unmute yourself and introduce yourself as a main organizer of the conference.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Jenny Carrington. You may recognize me from our conference 2021. Thank you, Miriam, for organizing this. Thank you, Andrew, Princess Seppi, Dr. Tamara, and everyone that's here. I'm super excited that We Are Mother Earth, my company right here with the Tree of Life here, is going to be a main organizer for this event. And I just want to give you a little bit of background about me. I have been organizing events both in person and now through COVID online for most of my career. So I have a strong background in systems design, in setting up systems that are scalable. So instead of just talking kind of in circles about ideas, what I really intend to work with Miriam and our university interns to do is to set up very clear funnels of attracting and enrolling new participants, new sponsors, new cross promoters, and even news sources, really various categories of engagement that we want to be able to reach people at. So I'm really excited to be able to do that. I'm looking forward to bringing in some heavy hitters, as we call them, big organizations that can help with registering people for our event, as well as brainstorming with how we're going to integrate some of the amazing initiatives that we have from all the people already involved in the event. So there's really kind of two verticals here. Is how do we get more people to hear about what we're doing and learn about what we're doing and get signed up and attracted and enrolled? And then also, how do we work with our existing participants to make sure that we are curating all the projects and organizing them in a fashion that makes execution really streamlined and simple. So it looks like my computer is actually, I don't know if my screen is a little lagged. I'm sorry about that. I have to go plug my computer in. But that's a little bit about me. And I also hope to facilitate some groups, some mastermind groups, and maybe set up the event in a way that's fun and interactive and exciting. So that's another thing that I bring to the organization team, is being able to take a business and very professional event and make it something that's also engaging and that people really want to stay on. There's a lot of competition these days for online events. So we want to make sure that our event is something that people want to be on and want to come back to.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jenny, and thank you so much for your great contribution as well. Now I'm going to invite Jyotsna Nagar from Circle of Global Business Women, and also from our own company. Jyotsna, can kindly unmute yourself?
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me, Miriam? My
yes,
Wi-Fi is quite unstable. But good evening, and thank you for having me again. My name is Jyotsna Nagar. I am the owner of APJ Technologies, an IT company in South Africa. I'm also the founder and board member of the Women's Chamber of Entrepreneurs, also in South Africa. And then I am the Global ICT Chairperson for the Circle of Global Business Women. My passion lies in education and uplifting female entrepreneurs in any form. And my contribution to the conference is going to be to give a digital footprint of the conference, which I'm really looking forward to, and hopefully take it even further and let it become a resourceful site that can definitely add some value to the organization. So thank you for having me, and I'm really excited to do this.
Thank you so much, Jyotsna, in advance for your services. And yes, we are going to add you in the media and marketing team already. I have requested. So now I have seen Ma'am Nikki Davina with us. Ma'am, are you with us? Ma'am Nikki, are you with us? Okay. Is any person is remaining which still not introduced his or herself? Yes, sir, sorry. So, this is Princess Andrew William. It's over to you to introduce your network, because this conference is going to be powered by Andrew's network. Sir, kindly unmute yourself and introduce your work and platform for this conference.
Well, thank you so very much. This is Andrew Williams, Jr. I've done my best in the chat to provide you with background information on activities that describe not just the Sustainable Development Goals, but also the objectives that I think we can accomplish. From a branding standpoint, I would like for us to consider changing the name from our conference in 2022 to make it 2021 through 2023. That would both give us a chance to show the work, Miriam, that all of us have already done this year, but let people know that next year is just a bridge going forward. So that's one thought. But in the chart, you see Andrew Networks, and you'll see underneath that, very small, PARXTC. That is my corporation that's dedicated to Sustainable Development Goal number 17, Global Partnerships for Development. So I want to thank you and just suggest that you follow the information in the chat for any background information about me. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. And thank you so much, your all services, and especially to be the main organizer for this whole conference, especially in the IT sector, social media, marketing, and all these strategies are going to be under your supervision. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to move forward towards our presentation about International Women's Day Conference 2022. And because now we have a shortage of time, so quickly go through this presentation. And our main focus today is the concept note of the upcoming conference. So I'm going to share my screen with all of you. Sir Andrew, can kindly allow me to share my screen?
Yes, you should have the power to do that. Let me double check. Oh, I apologize. Yes. Now please try. I believe you're authorized now. Please check.